Greetings everybody, this is the Doctor. Welcome back to more Let's Play Star Trek Online, free to play in 2015. In the last couple of missions, we did some actual missioning. A couple of episodes done. We got Researcher Rescue done and the Kuvik Ma. We have then been promoted to Lieutenant Commander 11. We are level 11, and something new unlocks at level 11 called the Duty Officer System. And so now in this video we are going to focus on not a mission, but rather we're going to look at the Duty Officer System and get that started, because that's something I will be continuing to do on this character throughout its leveling, because that will help us get dilithium, it'll help us get items for crafting, a whole bunch of goodies, plus we can level up in it and we get some more goodies as we level up in the diplomatic section of it. Also, we will go down to the academy down here, and we'll see about those lore missions I talked about in a previous episode. I myself am not too familiar with doing them, and in fact I don't even think I know how to do them, so we'll learn together how we do that. And I'm not even sure where I go to do that, so hopefully we will be able to do that. I don't know if there's a level requirement that you need to be. If I'm not at that level yet, then we'll wait till I get there, but I'll check it out in this video. We'll read about it and see what you need to do for that. Now, the very first thing we need to do, we need to take care of a little bit of business here. When we got to 11, we also got ourselves a new bridge officer. So we'll go to this menu over here. We go New Officer, Hell Starfleet to report, and we get to pick up a new bridge officer. Now we get to decide if we want an engineering, a science, or a tactical bridge officer. So let's look at what we have. We have 2 tactical, 1 science, and 1 engineering, which right now fits us very well, because I have 2 tactical on ground with me. That's 3 tactical characters on ground, but it's working out pretty good. I've got a science character and then an engineering character on ground, and then for my ship, all I need is 2 tacticals, an engineer, and a science, and I have that. So really this new character isn't going to help me out right now. I don't need it, but there may be a time in the future when I do, and you can always use their powers to train to a character also if you want. So because I've already got 2 tacticals, I want to take an engineer or a science character. So let's look at their powers. This is a Bolian female, and this is a Bajoran male. I'm looking at their powers here just to see what they have. And in space abilities, it looks like they've got Aceton Beam 3, Eject Warp Plasma 1, Boarding Party 1, Emergency Power to Weapons 1. On ground, Chronoton Mine Barrier, Reroute Power to Shield, Shield Generator, Quantum Mortar. This one has Tractor Beam Repulsors, Feedback Pulse 2, Tractor Beam, or Tachyon Beam 2, Transfer Shield Strength. Interesting. Well, I'm not really sure what I need or what I'm going to have in the future. Probably not going to be keeping these bridge officers anyway. I'll be, moving them around and such in the future. I guess we'll start with 2 engineers. Next time I'll get, the next time we get a free bridge officer, I'll go science, and then I'll have 2 science. Might as well. So let's do that. At least she's a female, even if she is a Bolian. I do want to keep the theme of all females bridge officers on my ship if I can. So that is something that I want to try to stick with, but I guess I don't quite have that right now. We got Coles, who is a male. So we have 1 male right now. In time, these bridge officers will change quite a bit, because I'll be able to do more as far as really customizing the bridge officers later on in the game. Right now we don't have a lot of resources, so customizing is hard to do right now. We also don't have a lot of energy credits, so We'll just stick with that right now. I'm fine with the bridge officers I have. I forgot I had another engineering officer. I did get a human male, didn't I, earlier on? Well, that's all right. We'll just have 2 engineering officers here, and I'm just going to keep them here in the candidates roster. I'm not going to commission them yet. Again, I don't really need to. I don't need their powers, nor do I need them for any station. So they'll just stay in the candidates roster. Next time I'll get a science officer too. Stick her in there. Okay, the next thing is now we need to go do this duty officer thing. We're going to get a cadre of duty officers. Our first one, which is the first complement. Claim your first complement of duty officers, but we need to go speak to Lieutenant Farah at Starfleet Academy to do that. Look at all of these duty officers we get. We do get a couple of uncommons, but most of them are common, as you can see. So let's go to Starfleet Academy. Beam down. We'll go to Farah and learn all about the duty officer system. It's a nice summer day here at Starfleet Academy, as it always is every day. Never changes. Would be kind of cool if they had different seasons and time of day change and all of that at the Academy. Would be kind of cool. I know that they have the time of day change on Bajor, so I know that they could do it if they really wanted to. And I'm speaking of Cryptic, of course. They could do that. So here is Farah. New duty officers. Additional duty officers are now available. Continue. Was there anything else? Why, yes, there is. First of all, what are duty officers? Let's read about them. Duty officers are junior members of your crew that you can put on your active roster or send on assignments. Placing a duty officer on your active roster will provide bonuses to various abilities. An ability's description text will update with any enhancements provided by a duty officer. Duty officers may also be sent on assignments. Assignments take an amount of real time to complete while you engage in other tasks. Placing higher quality duty officers onto an assignment will improve the chance for success. Completed assignments can garner you skill points, energy credits, items, buffs, commendation experience, and other rewards. So these are very useful for rewards. How can I recruit special duty officers? Special duty officers can be recruited after you have earned sufficient diplomatic commendations. Successfully completing diplomatic duty officer assignments is an excellent way to earn commendation points. And how do I earn fleet marks from? Okay, we don't need to read that one because we're not going to do fleet marks. But if you were in because we're not in a fleet right now. But if you were in a fleet, definitely read that one. Oh, look at all those bridge officers we just got. Look at that. Item received. Caitlin Aloys, Evan, Egret, Salak, Movat, Lujara. We got a ton of new people. Oh, it does give you a tutorial. Good, I was worried about that. You've unlocked the duty officer system. This system can be used to earn rewards and unlock new abilities, even while you're offline. The overview page displays summary reports of your current duty officer activity and your progress within the system. The roster page displays a list of your current duty officers as well as a detailed view of any selected officer's characteristics and abilities. Officers may be placed on active duty from here, which will grant you the benefits of their abilities. Duty officers on active duty will not be available for assignments. From the assignments page, you may review the list of assignments available on your current map. This list will change in each zone you visit. All public maps offer assignments, but most mission maps do not. Both the results and the requirements of each assignment are displayed here. A small red icon in the corner of a requirement indicates that it cannot currently be met. Hovering your mouse over any of these icons will give more information. When planning an assignment, duty officers who increase your chances of a positive outcome and minimize negative outcomes will automatically be assigned. Outcomes are calculated based upon how well the slotted officer fits the required and suggested aspects of the assignment. These aspects may include departments, specialization, and traits, and can be seen at the bottom of each assignment slot. Try reassigning one of the duty officers being used for this task. The window displays the duty officers from your rosters that meet the selected slot's requirements, and allows you to choose which officer to assign to the slot. Select the duty officer who will be assigned. Once you're satisfied with the assignment plan, you are ready to begin the assignment. Duty officers are also used when creating items using the research and development system within Star Trek Online. This is what I need to know because I really don't know anything about the R&D system in this game. Additional duty officers can be obtained by running recruitment assignments, trading with other players, or by purchasing them from the C-Store in packs. You may also purchase the ability to expand the maximum size of your roster. So that is an overview, and I'm glad they give that to you. It doesn't tell you... It does tell you how to use it, but it doesn't tell you a whole lot about what can be gained from it and so forth. Alright, so let's go to the system. We hit this icon here with the people's heads on it. This is my roster. I now have a roster of 20 duty officers, so that's what I just gained from hitting level 11. As you can see, most are common. There's a couple that are uncommon, but the rest are common. Now, when you right-click on one of these duty officers, or just left-click, I guess. Thought right-clicking would give you more information. Maybe it doesn't. When you left-click, you will see what these duty officers are and what they do. So, for example, okay, here is Shalar Kern. He's an Andorian male, tactical. He has a specialization. This is for the active roster. He has a specialization called Energy Weapons Officer. He has a chance to reduce the time for any subsystem targeting attack to recharge after use. There's a 50% chance that it'll reduce the remaining recharge time by 5 seconds. In order to gain that specialization or that ability, you have to put him on active space duty. You can only have 5 active space duty officers and 5 active ground duty officers. And whatever their specialization is, that power you will gain. Now, you can't use them in assignments after you've assigned them to active duty. So you have to be careful. Like, if you needed him for an assignment, he won't be available anymore once you put him on active duty. So the thing you've got to figure out is what your powers are and what you're using, and then figure out which duty officers will help you with those powers. Putting this guy on active space duty won't do anything to help me because I'm not using the subsystem targeting attacks. So because I'm not using that, he's pointless. If I put him in active space duty, he does nothing to actually benefit the powers I'm using. That's why you've really got to figure out what powers you're using first before you can actively assign a duty officer to space or ground. So we can keep going through these. Alyssa Marie Acuff. She has a chance to reduce the time for any subsystem targeting attack as well. So she is pointless for an active space duty. Now this guy, he has a chance to reduce the time for torpedoes to recharge after use. Does not work with the Omega plasma torpedo launcher, but works with everything else. A 20% chance that he will improve the recharge time of my torpedoes by 2 seconds. Now that's not a lot, but if you had an uncommon, a rare, or a very rare officer of this type, projectile weapon officer, that second increase will increase. You will have a higher chance and for longer seconds. So this guy would benefit me. I could put him on my active space duty, and every now and then my recharge time on torpedoes would be reduced by a couple of seconds. That's basically how that works. I don't have to do anything. It's all automatic. Let's see what else we have. This person is security. Chance to beam down an additional security escort when security team is used. 20% chance to beam down an additional level 2 security escort 2 crew. So right now we don't have security team yet on this tactical character, but when we do get security team, this person here would give me a chance to beam down an additional security escort with that team every now and then. So people that do a lot of ground missions and use security team a lot, this ability would help. You could put her on active ground duty. So these are things that will benefit. They won't make or break your character, but this is how people who really do well in this game, and I'm talking about the heavy hitters, when they select their duty officers right in this game, ground or space, it will really benefit or buff their character. So the choice of duty officers can go a long way, but it's going to make more of a difference at end game. It's not going to make so much of a difference right now. We're very low level. We're still building our skills. Nothing else is maxed. I personally would wait to just put everything that you want to put on active duty. I would wait until level 50 at least. I wouldn't worry about, using your duty officers up to that point for anything. But once you get to level 50, you're starting to get your final in-game character together at that point. And that's when you finally have, started to decide what your powers are going to be. And then especially at level 60, when you are at end game and you can't get anything higher, all your powers are maxed out. At that point, you for sure know what you're using, and then you can find the duty officers that buff those powers that you want, that help you the best. So I would kind of wait to use the active space and ground feature of the duty officer system until at least level 50. I think that's what I'm going to do on this character. And I don't have a lot of duty officers. I've only got 20 duty officers. So if I put 5 in space and 5 on ground, I've already halved my duty officer, so I can't do as many duty officer assignments. So there's really no point until you have a whole lot of duty officers, like 100 duty officers, and then you're near like end game. That is when it would be best to do the active thing. And I will do that on this character, but I'm going to wait and do that at the right time. So I just wanted to tell you all about that. A lot of people don't know that that is a feature of the duty officer system. Many people think that the only feature of the duty officer system is to do assignments and earn those rewards like dilithium and energy credits and R&D stuff. They don't know about this active space and ground powers that you can add through the duty officer system. It's a very powerful feature of the duty officer system. So use it for sure, when you're ready. Otherwise, the other feature that most people use the duty officer system for is to do the assignments, to gain all the XP and everything in all of these fields. Diplomatic, science, engineering, military exploration, and on and on. I would say the first one you want to work on is probably diplomatic. Unless you're just going to do a whole bunch of crafting and you need the other things, science would be a good one for crafting. Otherwise, I would start ranking up in diplomatic because I think you get more for that. There's more unlocks. You get title unlocks, you get diplomatic unlocks. You're able to start doing diplomatic missions. There are something called first contact missions that open up. So you get to do more things. Also, you get to have more options in your dialogue. You will have diplomatic options in your dialogue with some characters that will lead to like diplomatic options instead of other ways. So it's kind of like a quick button. You just click it and you finish that dialogue the diplomatic way, and you kind of win real easy that way. It's not in all of the game. There's only like a few missions even right now I can even recall that use the diplomatic options, but there are throughout the game. So the diplomatic thing is where I would go. That's where I would put my points in, and that's in fact what I'm going to do on this character. Is we're going to focus first on diplomatic and get to rank 1, 2, 3, 4 and become a full diplomat or a full ambassador. And we get transwarp things that unlock. You get to select a bridge officer candidate from an enemy faction. And because we are on free to play and our options are limited with things we can get, this is a unique feature of getting to rank 4 in diplomat. We can get a bridge officer, pull one from another faction, like a Klingon or whatever. Bridge officer. So that'll be something unique that a free-to-play player would enjoy. So get to rank 4 diplomatic. That's going to be our goal here. So basically, you just go to assignments And I like to do the filters because I don't like to be shown things I can't run. See all these red things? I can't run these red things because I'm missing stuff. So what I do is I do show with met requirements. That way it shows me only the things that I can do. Also, I do minimize details just because I don't like it to be all complicated and everything. So I do minimize details and then show met requirements. And now these are the things I can run. And under diplomatic, I can start this one called Attend Cation Diplomatic Dinner. Apparently I do have everything to start that. It will autofill for you the assigned duty officers, so you don't have to go select the duty officer. That's another thing. Some people are used to the old way it used to be where you had to go manually select your duty officers. No longer. It auto-selects the duty officers. All I have to do now is hit begin assignment. It auto-selects the best duty officer for you. So now that is started. Now I could start some others. I could start science. I could start development. That would be all fine and dandy. But I'm going to wait because I want to go back to ESD and then the Sol system and check and see if there's any diplomatic missions there. And if I started another assignment here, I might pull away a duty officer that could be used for another assignment. So I'm going to wait. Diplomat is what I'm going to focus on. That's the only one I'm going to do right now. I might do some science down the road if we're going to do a lot of R&D. We'll see. Because science does give you R&D items. Like here's an uncommon. Let's just go ahead and start one anyway. Here's an uncommon science. So I'll look for those. That'll help get me some R&D. At least what I'll do. This duration is 6 hours. What I'll do is I'll show you the rewards that these things can offer. So now I got 2 assignments going in progress right here. This one's going to take 5 hours. This one, or both of these, are going to take 6 hours to complete. So I just let those go. I've got 18 assignment slots available, so you can have 20 assignments running at once. So I'm just going to let those go, and that's that. That's basically the duty officer system. Under that will be the R&D stuff, but as you can see, my R&D tab opens up at level 15. It says right there, level 15. So we are not quite to the R&D, but when it does open up, I will start it, and we'll see how that works. I'm interested myself, because I don't know how to do it. Okay, now that the duty officer stuff is going, I'll also show you where you go to get new assignments, because obviously I'm on the academy right now, and I'm only seeing the duty officer assignments at the academy. When I go to Earth Space Dock, did that guy just fall out of the sky? I swear I just saw somebody fall out of the sky. Unless I'm going to have to rewind that. Maybe I'm seeing things. When you go to different areas, like ESD, Sol Space, Sector Space, and even the different sectors and stuff in Sector Space, different duty officer assignments open up for you and are revealed. So that you have to kind of travel around to see all the different duty officer assignments, and they change. There's a timer on them. When you go to the duty officer thing here, it shows you that where I'm at right now, this sector will update in an hour and 19 minutes. So if I stayed here at the academy for an hour and 20 minutes, I will see new assignments pop up. So that's how that works. Oh, you also have personal assignments. I forgot about that too. The personal or shipboard updates will update in 45 minutes. But right now I've got a science and I got 2 medical. We'll go ahead and do the medicals. I don't like to leave anybody on my crew injured, so let's treat minor injuries and treat for minor illness. There we go. So those will update. This one will update in 45 minutes. So you got 2 different ones, current map and personal. Okay, now that I got that going, the next thing I wanted to do was to look at that lore. I don't know where to go to do it. I think it's around here somewhere, I think. Maybe this person? Yes, here it is. Alright, those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. History 101 Alpha Quadrant from 2380. History 102 Alpha Quadrant midterm. So I guess we just select that. Am I doing it right? Personnel officer, that's different, right? Yeah, that is a totally different thing. History 101, let's see. As part of the Starfleet Continuing Studies program, officers can retrieve historical data chips from terminals at Starfleet Academy. The current subject is recent historical events. Study these data chips to prepare for the exam. Visit the historical database at Starfleet Academy to collect a historical data chip. You may collect a historical data chip once per day. If you use the data chip, it is consumed. Unused data chips may be sold on the exchange or traded to another captain. And we don't get a lot for it. So we get some skill point and expertise, but that's not a whole lot. Okay, let's see. I completed it? How did I complete it? Did I do something? I like completed it. I'm not sure what is happening right now. The Path to 2409, Volume 23, Chapter 5. Oh, well, apparently I used it. The 24, I don't know what that means. Oh, I acquired a mission, apparently. Correctly answer a lore question. I don't know where the answers are. Test my knowledge. I don't have this one. The Path to 2409, Volume 28, Chapter 1. But that's not the one that I had gotten. That's not the data chip I got. I got a totally different data chip. I don't know the answers to this. Test my knowledge. Who rejected the idea of a Federation Klingon ceasefire? Who rejected the idea? I don't know who. I don't know. Jim Pock? Did I completed it. Does that mean that's good or bad? I think I failed it. Congratulations, you have the making of a fine historian. I got it right? Remember, you can repeat this challenge and collect a new data chip every day. I'm going to get skill point, expertise, dilithium ore. I don't know what just happened there, guys. I did like History 101. It auto-completed and gave me a data chip. The data chip had absolutely nothing to do with History 102 Alpha Quadrant midterm, which I answered the question correctly, but that was just guessing. But the data chip had nothing to do with that one. So somebody in the comments, tell me how to use the lore system, because I am completely lost on how to use the lore stuff. Because with that data chip I got didn't match the question that I had to answer, and I used it, it consumed it, and it gave me an accolade, but it didn't like tell me information I needed to know. So I don't know how to use it. I tried, but I did earn skill points and dilithium, I guess. Hooray for that. But I do want to know how to use it, so yeah. Give me a hint. What do I have to do? Because I think I totally got that wrong. And when I figure out how to use it, I'll come back and show you guys. Alright, we can examine a memorial plaque. Starfleet Academy, founded 2161, Exestris Scientia. That is Latin, of course, and I don't know what it stands for or means. But there you go. Also, did I just see somebody else fall? I swear I keep seeing people fall from the sky. I don't know what is going on. I must be going crazy. There are other things you can do here on at the academy as well. We'll just go around and do a few things here while we're here because it's fun. Things like that where you can view a plaque. There's another plaque here we can view. Examine memorial plaque. Dedicated to George and Gracie by the graduating class of 2286. That is so cool. So out there somewhere, hopefully, is George and Gracie's, or kids, I guess. Who are you? Professor Mayer? Welcome. Let's see, the cadets. Today the cadets need to learn how to scan for and collect particle fragments. Oh, that's for the event. A daily, I think it's a daily event. Maybe not be, I don't know. Not going to worry about that right now. I don't want to do that. These plaques, if you go around here, I think they give you an accolade if you do them all, if you examine all of them. On June 30th, 2161, representatives from Earth, Vulcan, and Doria and Teller met at this sign to the agreement creating the United Federation of Planets. Nice. Just walk around and look at this area. Here's another plaque over here. Let's see if we can hit all of them. Boothby, I have great faith in a seed. Convince me that you have a seed in there and I am prepared to expect wonders. So cool that Boothby is still tending the gardens, even if he is in holographic form. Looks like we have a personnel officer just standing here. Vulcan Cultural Exchange. Ah. Can exchange duty officers, I guess. Reassign, whatever. Reassign. My mouth isn't working. Reassign underperforming officers. For Joshua from Nova Squadron and the class of 2368. Is that a reference to that episode with Wesley Crusher, where the guy died when they were trying to do like the covert starboard burst or whatever, and Wesley got in trouble because they lied about it? I think so. If it is, that is a really cool throwback to that episode. I think there's more because we haven't got the accolade yet. I think there's got to be some more plaques somewhere. Yep, here's another one. Dedicated to the 2,147 people killed in the Breen attacks on San Francisco on Stardate, blah, blah, blah. You will never be forgotten. Wow, I didn't know that was a thing. Is that a DS9 episode or something? Breen attacks on San Francisco. Sounds like it would be a DS9 episode. I think I just saw a rainbow shoot across the walkway here. Am I going crazy? I'm going to have to rewind that because I swear to you, I just saw a rainbow shoot across the sidewalk. There's got to be more plaques because we didn't get the accolade yet. I need to find them. I need to find them all. I'm on a mission now to find all the plaques. Find all the plaque in America and rid people of it. Sounds like I'm a dentist on a mission. There's got to be more. Where though? I don't know. I'm not ending this video until I find all the memorial plaques. Oh, this is neat. The Mark Valentine Memorial to Absent Friends. I haven't seen this before. At the end of their watch, each captain enters the undiscovered country. We honor those who have gone before and with passion and dedication charted our course through the stars. What is that for? Who is Mark Valentine? I'm not making that connection right now. Somebody let me know what that's about. I'm not familiar with that monument. Alright, there's gotta be another console somewhere. Something I'm missing. I think I could have sworn there was an accolade for like scanning all the memorials. But then where? Where would it be? I got that one. I see one over there. Did I get that one? Nope. Maybe this is the last one. Yep, accolade complete. In the garden. The unbeatable scenario beaten. The class of 2258. I don't know what that references either. The unbeatable scenario beaten. Oh, would that be the Kobayashi Maru? Is that referencing the Wrath of Khan? Maybe. Nice. Okay. Now that was a nice little side-tracked mission there. But that's fun. That's something you can do at the academy if you feel like it. Let's see what else is around here, just so you know. We've got a dilithium refiner. Oh, yeah. Greetings. I represent a dilithium refinement operation. A dilithium refinement operation has requested assistance in the form of personnel to make up for unexpectedly missing technicians. In return, they have offered to share some of their excess refinement capacity, allowing you to refine an additional 1,000 dilithium ore. This contact is a special 800-day veteran reward that can only be utilized by veteran players. So this is our first in-your-face, you're a free-to-play player, not a veteran kind of deal, where this is an option. If you're an 800-day veteran, you can refine more than 8,000 dilithium a day. You can go up to 1,000 dilithium ore if you need to. So that's a nice little perk that they've given 800-day veterans, but unfortunately we're going to be limited to the 8,000 dilithium refining a day. So that's cool. I didn't know that was there. That is interesting. This used to be an office you could do things in. I guess they took the contacts out, like in the old tutorial. You had to meet a contact in here. Let's see, we've got a tailor in here. No contacts there. They used to have more contacts in here. The exchange is here. The bank and the mail is here. And the disco ball is here. Time for a party. And the bar should be over here. I think you can order stuff. Yep, the bartender. They're all wearing cadet outfits or different. I think those are cadet outfits. If they're not, they are different. Well, there you go, everybody. That is quite a bit at the academy we have spent here. I didn't expect to spend that much time down here, but we did anyway. So hopefully you'll get something out of this episode. A little bit of learning, a little bit of getting our character closer to where we need her to be. Let's skill up my skill points there. Oh yeah, I've got a ton of stuff to go sell in my inventory. In the last mission, we already equipped all the new stuff I have. So I'm just going to go to ESD. Oh yeah, I needed to show you. Let's go there anyway, because I need to show you how the assignments change when you go to different areas for the duty officer system. And as we do each mission, I will do new assignments in the duty officer system. So I'll just do that as we go along, and I'll show you. But when we go, well, now that we're at Earth Space Dock, the current map will have different things, but there are none I can do because everybody is being used. Let's do show all requirements. If I had the duty officers, this is what it would show me is on Earth Space Dock right now. So like here's entertain foreign dignitaries, but it needs a lot. It needs a lot of things I don't have. So it needs a lot actually. Most of the bridge officers or duty officers I don't have. So that is a thing. So I'm on ESD right now. When I do show with met requirements, there's nothing I can add. See, adding those 2 medical ones I added from my ship actually ate up a lot of bridge officers. Could have been used for something else, I think. So yeah, the next thing is when you go to the Sol system and then space itself, sector space, the assignments will change, and as you go through the different sectors, the assignments will change. So you have to travel to find all the assignments. But I will do that as we do each mission. As I go to each planet, I will check the duty officer system and look for new assignments, and so we'll do that, and I'll show you that at that point. But when the rewards come for these 4 missions I'm doing, I'll show you. I'll wait to turn them in to show you what they are. The illness ones, they aren't going to take too long, but these are going to take like 6 hours to do. But when they finish, I'll wait and turn them in for you on camera so you can see the kinds of rewards that you get for them. Well, at this point, I'm going to just sell my stuff here, and I'll be done with this video. The next mission we're going to do will be Treasure Trading Station. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.